You know, the possibilities with carving chisels is endless. Now look at this beautiful piece right here. You probably noticed it from the Bombay secretary I made. Now I had a friend of mine carve this who's had 15 years of experience. And this is where hopefully I would like to land once I get pretty good at carving. Now check out this arsenal of carving chisels I have here. I've amassed this carving chisel collection over the last 10 years, and I would suggest that you buy the carving chisels that you need for the particular project that you want to build, because they do get expensive, and I just don't want to see you spend, you know, $1,000 on a collection of tools that you may not pick up for a very long time. Carving is one of those things in woodworking where you really need to get a feel for it, and if you're not passionate about carving, it becomes extremely frustrating to deal with, you know, all the issues and the challenges that come with carving. Now these carving chisels over here have been around, you know, probably from the 17 or 1800s. Carving chisels really have been around for a really, really long time. There's a pattern maker's gouge, which is pretty neat. Now this collection right here, this is called a back bent. This is called a vaner, or a V-tool. This one right here is called a spoon gouge. It's pretty neat. This one right here is basically just a regular old carving chisel. And this one here is a vaner, U-shaped vaner. Now, you can probably notice that they have numbers on them, and they basically talk about the width of the chisel and the amount of sweep or curve that goes on the end of the chisel. Now these are very, very sharp, and the trick with carving chisels is to never make it look, to get dull, okay? You can probably see that I have a few of them here that need a little tender loving care. Learning how to sharpen a carving chisel really is pretty challenging. So the trick is not to lose that edge. And we have these little stones here, they're called slip stones. And the idea is, once you feel your tool start dragging, that you want to just keep that edge nice and sharp, like so. Because I got to tell you, it really is a challenge to try to sharpen these tools. Now you can probably notice I have a couple of really neat little examples of what I've done over the years. This is the carving panel from the blanket chest on season 1. And what's great about this design is that it was drawn with all the different gouge numbers and sweeps in mind. So when I came around to, you know, stab out the pattern, it was pretty easy because it just followed along with all the gouges. And I think this panel right here probably took maybe 5 or 6 chisels. Now this is a great big honking ball and claw, right? This is one of my favorite things to do when I carve. I'm not very good at it, but I really enjoy the process of trying to get that ball out of a square blank. Now this was done with just a couple of chisels, maybe 3 or 4 of them. And again, it takes a long time to learn how to think three-dimensionally to make a shape like this, you know? So like I was saying, carving really is a specialty hobby, and it really is a great way to